as always, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell to be notified for future videos.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Fish Tank. I am Cole, and today we are working with the DIBS boys once again. And this time we are working on the Let's Go Racing Invitational. And the car that we decided to choose for this invitational is this 1963/64 Ford Galaxie. And what we're going to do today is make it a tribute. We're going to make it a tribute car. And I'm not too big on NASCAR, but I did find some information on the gentleman that we were doing a tribute on, and I think we did a pretty cool little tribute replica car today. Alright guys, let's jump into the video and get started. Alright guys, so here is our 63/64 Galaxie. It is made by Johnny Lightning. It's a pretty good casting. The details are pretty spot on. They're very nice. And today we're going to try to replicate that as well. But this car was pretty well put together. There was a lot of plastic rivets and metal rivets inside the car, keeping like the hood together, the dash together, and even the glass together. So as you see here, we are just quickly taking this apart and getting it ready for paint. So like I was talking about, we're doing a tribute car, Cal Yarborough. Like I said before, I'm not too big into NASCAR, but I do watch the Daytona 500, and I do watch the big races, and I do know majority of the modern day drivers. But when it comes to the old school stuff, I'm not really too big unless it's Earnhardt or, you know, and the basic others, you know, Richard Petty, people like that. But I was looking up 64 Galaxies, and his car caught my eye. It was bright red. The 27 looked really cool, and I thought, let's do some quick research and let's look into this. And funny enough, we were able to find some decals, and we were able to create this tribute/replica car. It's not a completely perfect replica by any means, but it is a pretty cool casting that turned out awesome in the end. But yeah, that is the tribute that we're going to do. We're going to do it off of Cal, and I hope we did him well. So as we got the car apart finally, and me stopped blabbering on about Cal, we put the car and the hood into the big chum bucket. I've noticed that this one's a little easier to work with, and I can actually put a lot more cars into it, which is very handy. And we're just shaking it up, and we're going to let it sit for a while. But it sat for a couple days, and it stripped pretty easily. So as you see here, it was cleaned off in the sink, and the casting's really well. No casting lines really. It's just dirty and needs to be cleaned. The Dremel really did get put to work on this one. I don't know what happened, but the primer behind it didn't want to come off. And what you see there is not like the soot or the after resin of the stripper. That is the primer that the factory put on that car, and it was a bit thicker, and it took some work. So we had to clean up this car 2 or 3 times and then degrease it just to make it shine properly. We also added a couple layers of mother's polish just to give her a nice shine. So as you see here, after, like I just said, we cleaned this car up pretty well. It isn't perfect by any means, but it is done correctly, and it will work for what we need it to do.
Meanwhile, back in the fish tank.
Alright guys, so we are back on with the 64 Ford, and it is taking a mega change, as you guys see here. So we got pretty okay decals on it. It's painted the red that the original car was, and then we had to hand paint the engine bay and the front grille to try to match what it used to look like. So I have an idea, because as you see there, these decals are just falling off by the touch. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a shiny ratty custom. So I haven't done one of those in a while, but pretty much it's like, you know, the Bug, but instead of it matted and faded, we're gonna do it shiny. So stick with me, and let's go move on to our powders, and we'll get to it.
I just wanted to state one thing while I am currently dirtying up this pretty looking casting. We did not go with the shiny dirty. We went with the matte dirty. It was one of those last minute decisions that I made because I think it would just stood out better if this car was one of those cars that someone found in a barn. They thought it was a cool looking old race car and they slapped some cool wheels on it. I just wanted to state that now before someone came at me in the comments and was like, "This is not shiny, that's matted," you know. But yeah, no, we decided to go with matte because I think it honestly would look better. And to be completely honest, the final result looks really cool. It looks like a pastel red, and I can't complain. Guys, after this, we're going to move on to what we started with, and then we're gonna show the final results. See you over there. If you remember, this is what we started with, this 1963/64 Ford Galaxie made by Johnny Lightning. It was a perfect casting that we received from, Uncle Paulie over at Diecast Graveyard many years ago. And she finally served her purpose. And her purpose was to become a tribute race car. And like I said today, this car really didn't need to be done, but we took the initiative and we decided to build this car into a tribute car for Cal. So guys, I'm not going to make you wait any longer. Let's go see what we finished with. Here is our final results for the DIBS Let's Go Racing Invitational. Like I said, guys, a bit of a turn throughout the video. There was some twists and turns and forward and backwards, but this is our final result. And honestly, I think it looks cool. I think it tributes the number 27 car that Mr. Cal drove back in the day. It's not perfect by any means, but honestly, sometimes the projects, they take a turn and you got to change what you wanted to do. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed building this one. There was some ups and downs, like I said, but truly, this was a fun build. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by the fish tank. Don't forget to go see the other guys that are a part of the DIBS build, like Matchbox Mark, Opa, SoMo, and so many more. And also take a look at others who took part, because there's a lot of people that take part in this each and every month. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.